JP, you live with your girl?
Yeah, I do.
You live together?
Yeah.
How's that dynamic work? Because you guys literally live together. You work together. You're engaged, you said.
Mm-hmm.
How does that like when you get home from wherever, is like food on the table, or you get, how does that work?
Well, with a cooking channel, like the food's kind of always on the table, but
right.
I mean, I think the dynamic was like we ended up becoming closer and becoming best friends because we did the job together. And I think a lot of relationships, if you don't have that thing that can make you feel fully connected to the person, and you lose that connection maybe through arguments or some little surface level stuff, then you kind of just harbor this resentment that's kind of like brushed under the rug. But when you have to work together, you have to face this conflict. And I think that's a lot of things that people try to hide from. They don't like conflict, but you're going to have conflict no matter what. And you just got to learn how to deal with it properly. And they don't teach a lot of people that in school and stuff. So we're just kind of you just see a lot of people just yelling and screaming, and both people don't see where each person's coming from. And what we've done is we learned a lot about conflict resolution and how to get back to zero, and that's having full connection again. And to have that feeling really resets everything, and you're not stacking on and layering issues.
Give us an example. Like you're getting an issue, and you said you want to get back to zero. Is that
exactly? Yeah.
Break down that metaphor.
So basically, 100 would be the worst. Like you're both angry, you're almost ready to split. 50, there's still something there. Even 20, like you're still like you just feel it. When you're sitting with them, the energy, it's just awkward, and you don't feel safe. 0 is when you're like bliss again. Like and it's a great place to kind of get back to. You don't have to get back to it that day, though. Some people think, oh, you have to go to bed happy. You have to go to bed, saying I love you and all this stuff. And that's wrong. Sometimes you need a whole night to process what happened and then come back with a clear head the next day. What we do working together constantly for 10 years is we're going to disagree. It's going to happen. Ideas, where we think our brand should go. She would have never approved what I'm wearing today, like at all. Like you're going out like that, and I get a lot of that. And the respect is that you have to understand that if you want to respect them back, not get defensive, but see that they're coming from a good place. And a lot of people get too defensive, and at that point, it's like a bunch of insecurity kind of rolls out, and then you're projecting like your own insecurities on them when they're just trying to look out for you and be the best for you.
Let me ask you one more question, and then I want to get Victoria's opinion on this. It sounds like you've got a very good grasp on how you should work your relationship, the work relationship dynamic. You said something about being best friends. You always constantly hear be best friends with your partner. Well, I've dealt with this in relationships. How do you prevent, I feel like we're just roommates again. You ladies have felt this. You've lived with a guy before, obviously. You've never lived with a guy. Oh, we're going to get to Victoria. But how do you avoid the whole, feeling like roommates dynamic?
You just got to be active, consistently, intimately.
What does that mean?
Well, being best friends, but at the end of the day, if you have a date night or if you have a movie night or if you're cuddling up, I mean, you're breaking those barriers of best friend when you do that. And I think that when I say best friends, it's like usually like during working hours and stuff, or just going out with other people, being best friends. You're not like, groping each other, not a lot of PDA, but within your safe time and in your home where you feel love and you feel that you dedicate those times for it, such as date night is a perfect example of that. If you ignore having date night, then you're going to ignore the intimate part of your relationship. And some people in each relationship got to juggle each person's either drive or libido. Like, someone might be every day, some might be, you have to come to a compromise of that to also feel fulfilled in that emotional level too.
JP, I got to give you a shout out, buddy. You got some game.
Yeah.
I didn't know you have this kind of game. I thought you did food. And
I'm impressed.
All right. So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another. Or if you want to watch the entire Saucecast, click right here.